going on, my spiritually lit fam? Thank you all for tuning in and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiara, your fellow queen with a lit dream, and I'm here today with your December 2021 numerology forecast and intuitively lit messages. So let's get started. So in order to calculate the universal year, you must add all the digits of the year all into one and then reduce it to a single digit. So for example, 2021, you add up 2 plus 2 plus 1, which gives you 5. And that's a 5 universal year. So we are currently in a 5 universal year. 5 holds the energy of change, unexpected events, breaking out of constraints, personal freedom, creativity, living life on the edge. And I think probably a lot of y'all have been experiencing this throughout the year. So 5 encourages us to think outside the box and take chances, but without being too reckless, of course. And it puts our adaptability to the test when we are face to face with unexpected obstacles and changes in our lives. Now, moving on to a universal month, okay? December 2021 is currently a universal month 8. So we are in the time of manifestation, karma, balance, justice, and these are the themes that you'll see during this month. And it's important to realize that when you are in a universal 8 month, your mind and your thoughts are literally everything at this point. So you'll find yourself thinking things into existence because 8 is such a powerful number. And it's also what I would like to say, more of the crazier numbers in a sense, because of how powerful it is. So when you think of the 8, think of abundance, think of manifestation, think of powerhouse, think of boss energy, like step into your boss energy and literally be the boss that you are. This is not the time for you to be in a space where you're questioning yourself all the time, where you're just thinking that you can't do anything that you're saying that you want to do, thinking about your fears and what's happening or what hasn't happened. It's the time for you to get up and make it happen. So you'll find yourself in these situations where you may have been thinking about, oh, how do I go about getting this goal or accomplishing this goal? And then you're finding ways to actually get that done. So instead of thinking about your fears and putting all of your energy into your fears, it is important that you put all your energy into your goals and what it is that you do want. So just keep that in mind. Overall, karma is such a huge thing with the 8. If you think of the number 8, think of the infinity sign. What goes around comes around. And with that being said, just make sure you're not in a space where you're manipulating other people, and also just trying to make sure that you are speaking what you're meaning, because if you're saying things to hurt other people or to really put a damper in other people's lives, like that will come back to you tenfold as well too. So keep that in mind. And it's also just about the law of attraction. When you are thinking about what you want in your life, truly think big. This is a powerhouse number. So don't think small-minded. Don't think that you can only get breadcrumbs. Like, you got the whole meal. You're the whole package. You're the whole deal. So start acting like it and start manifesting. Start doing what you need to do, and don't give too much energy into your fears. So you're going to see a lot of this stuff coming up for you this month in general, because December could be a little rocky, just because a lot of what your fears are going to be in your face. A lot of what your goals are and how you're going to accomplish those goals will come into your face as well too. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're focusing. Make sure that you are not thinking negatively. I promise you, like, you will start seeing it. If you start thinking negatively, that is what's going to manifest. That's what's going to be in your face. That's what's going to be your ultimate result. So for the 8 universal month, I want you to focus on your goals. Focus on your positive relationships in your life where you're connecting and networking. Like, this may be a good time for you to do that. So we'll see what December has in store. All right, now moving on to the personal month energy based off of your personal year. When it comes to calculating what your personal year number is, you just add the birth month, the birth day, and the current year that we're in. Reduce it down to a single digit number, and that is your personal year. So I'm going to go through 1 through 9. Personal years, not 1 through 9, as we all know that we have a 9-year cycle. And I'm going to tell you exactly what month you're in as far as December 2021 goes. And we'll start with personal year number 1. If you are currently in a personal year number 1, then December 2021 is a personal 4 month for you. This is the number 4. And 4 is all about structure, building the square, building your foundation. It is literally about organization and stability, security. These are things that you want to do when it comes to getting all of your ducks in a row. You want to make sure that in this month, you're paying attention to the details. You're paying attention to where your money's going, how much money you're spending. Don't be too spontaneous with your money at this point, because anything that you have been doing in the past with your money, it probably is caught up to you if it hasn't already. And if it hasn't, then this is the time that you want to look at at your finances and see what exactly is going on. What is happening in your home life, your career life, anything that you have as far as projects goes. Finish the projects that you haven't started. This is a good time to start doing that, because it is December and you are kind of in a space where you're going to be reflecting back on what you've been doing this year and how you got to this point. So in the mix of reflecting, start paying attention to, what projects you haven't finished or things that you haven't started, and look at your goals. Start checking things off. Get your taxes together. Tax season will be coming soon. This is the time where you have to really start focusing on the things that you are actually looking forward to doing. In the mix of that being, 4 is about that structure and organization. Just avoid procrastination and make sure none of these things bite you in the butt. And then mixing that with the overall universal energy, just keep in mind that these are going to be a little challenging times, of course, just because, like I said, with the 8 universal month, there are going to be a lot of our fears and a lot of our goals being shoved in our face as of, hey, have you gotten this done? What are your fears? What's holding you back? And this is the time for you as a personal 4 month for you to get your stuff together. Like, this is no time for BS. Pick it up. Don't worry about your fears. Don't worry about why you haven't gotten it done. Just get it done. Check the boxes off your checklist, to-do list. This is organize your life, reorganize your closet, clean your car out, whatever the case may be. Just focus on that. And 4 energy is about your sense of security and your sense of understanding your organization. Are you very much an organized person? If not, then maybe that's something you want to implement in your life. So you are the source of your abundance. You are the source of your manifestation. Your mind, your body, your soul, everything in you is completely and 100% in control of what you have going on in your life. Okay? This is your 4 month. And this is the month to really buckle down and get shit done. You just got to get it done. And so let's go to the intuitive messages for our personal 4 months. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with this deck today. All right, so do we have any messages, intuitive messages for the collective of personal month number 4? Okay. Okay. Cards just flying out. All right, let's see. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, so intuitive messages for personal month number 4s. All right, so we have synchronicity, number 87. Let's see if you can see that. Synchronicities. And then we also have forgiveness. Forgiveness. Number 96. We have number 61, self-love. And we also have the number 88, which is abundance. So how I'm looking at this, honestly, how I'm looking at this is for this month, there will be a lot of synchronicities. There are going to be a lot of people who may come into your life, and you may have been thinking about, starting a project or finishing a project or changing positions or, doing something different in your life, because that 5 energy is still present for the year. But what's going to happen is the right people in the right places are going to be coming at the right time. So with synchronicities, it's a period of growth and understanding that you will be manifesting these synchronicities, whether it's people coming into your life or opportunities that are coming. And with that is your current state. That's the overall energy where I'm getting, focusing on your ability to make those changes that you want to make. Now, with the forgiveness card, I'm picking up that this is exactly what's holding you back. And I'm getting a lot of people who are in this space right now, who are in this area, energy in general, is that they are feeling like they're upset with themselves, or you may be upset with yourself for some reason, or you may be upset with someone else, and it's something that you have to learn how to forgive yourself. I'm really picking up on you forgiving yourself, because you may be looking at your space at your life right now and understanding like, dang, I really messed up, or dang, I really could have done better. And this card is coming as a challenge where you are in a space that you will not be able to move forward unless you forgive yourself. Because we are all human beings. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and it is okay for you to have made decisions, and it may not have turned out the way exactly that you wanted it to, but this is your time and your energy to put more of your self-love or loving yourself, and make sure that you are doing the best that you can to get to the best places that you possibly can go. So yeah, that kind of leads into the fact that you need to start loving yourself more, giving yourself more grace, more energy, more positive manifestations in your mind, and sending those messages in your mind that you are worth it and that you do have what it takes to get over this hump and this hill. This may not be an easy month, but it is a month full of abundance. It's a month full of abundance, and it's something that you can actually have for yourself. So, yeah, that is what I have for personal year number ones. I hope that y'all can really, enjoy this month of getting your life together. If you're someone like me who's also in a personal year number one, I've been having an interesting year. So at the end of the day, I hope that you can really embrace this energy and for real, just like get your ducks in a row. You got this. So I'm going to move on to personal year number 2. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for listening this whole time. But we're moving on. All right. So here we are. If you are a personal year number 2, your current month for December 2021 is the number 5. You are in a 5 personal month, which means that you have a lot of energy going on. There's a lot of things happening this month. When you have the 5 energy mixed with the 8 energy, just as we expressed, or how I explained earlier in the video, when it came to, we're in a 5 universal year and an 8 universal month, you'll find yourself really feeling very heightened, and your mind is going very quickly. This is the time of the month where you are going to be in a space of wanting to branch out, explore new things, having a little adventure, maybe have a little staycation. You may book a little cabin and just maybe party with some friends, or hit up the museum, or go and try new things. You're going to feel like you want to do more new activities. And And given that it is still, December is a universal 8 energy, you when it comes to your projects and things that you want to do, like, you're going to feel a little bit more inspired to actually do those things. Again, because the universal month 8 is all about manifestation and balance and law of attraction. Just make sure that the things that you are doing are in your best good and your best interest. You may find yourself feeling a little bit more optimistic with ideas, but in the meantime, you may feel that you are getting a little distracted too much. So I would suggest maybe cutting your phone to silent or do not disturb for some time, especially when you're at work, just to focus on your goals a little bit more. Don't let your distractions and your new ideas and all of these things coming up distract you from the things that you actually need to do. So I would definitely say try exploring some things a little bit. See what's around your neighborhood, your city. If there's a new coffee shop down the street or a new restaurant downtown somewhere, just take some time and actually enjoy yourself. You've had an interesting year. You're in a year where there may have been heightened emotions and just feeling like you are you're kind of connecting with your inner self and trying to balance yourself out. And I think you just you deserve a pat on the back for being so in tune with your emotions this year, because you're in a personal year number 2. So that is all about inner harmony and partnerships and understanding yourself on a spiritual level, allowing your spiritual self catch up to all the physical changes that you've been going through. So keep that in mind, and just, give yourself a little wiggle room to move and do the things that make you actually feel good. So keep that in mind, and let's go to your intuitive messages. Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, so let's see. What do we have for the collective of the people who are in personal month number 5? Okay. All right. Let's see. Yep. All right. Y'all have like the cards just wanting to pop out. This is great though. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Personal. There we go. Okay. All right. So I'm picking up big energy for y'all this month. It's very, very, very high energy. So the first card that came out was the number 56, relationship change. So yes, I can definitely see there may be some shifting in relationships, whether that's a relationship with your partner, family member, friend, work, co-worker, boss. There is some huge shift in your relationships. You may have started feeling it last month, but it may be becoming more of a manifestation this month of that change. And you are in a 5 month, therefore that is about unexpected changes and unexpected events, and because of that, that is something that you want to be aware of. This is going to test your adaptability. It's going to test how you deal with these changes in your life. So it's definitely going to bring up some emotions that you may have been experiencing throughout the year, but overall there has been a lot of great energy around the growth and the ability to learn in these situations. You pulled the 93, which is the happy ending, which I'm really happy to see, just because who doesn't want to see a happy ending? Just know that it's around the corner. The year is coming to an end. You have learned so much. You also got the teaching and learning card, which is number 57. And you also got the spirituality card, which is the number 77. So you're coming to a new space of just feeling spiritually heightened and spiritually in tune with yourself. You've learned so much from just this year that you may have come to the point where you may be in a space where you can be open to teaching these lessons in your life. So with that in mind, like, I say just keep going. The big thing that I'm seeing here is the five. There's multiple fives and there's multiple sevens here. So just know that 7 is a spiritual number, and you are currently in a spiritual year. So is any of the hardships that you've been going through, any of the relationships that you've built, the lessons that you learned, these are all regarding spiritual insight within yourself. So if you even feel like you've been connected to just watching this video, it's because you are spiritually in tune. So yeah, that's what I get for you. Just make sure that you stay humble. Remember that 8 is very it's literally a manifestation number. It's a powerhouse number. So just keep in mind that you are doing a good job. Remember who you are, stay strong, and let life kind of happen for you. Like, just let loose a little bit. It's okay. So thank you for that. If I'm seeing you in a different video, thank you for watching this one, and we'll continue on to personal year number 3. All right, so here we are. We're going to get to personal year number 3. If you're in a personal year number 3, then your current personal month is the number 6. So December 2021 is going to be a 6 month for you. And 6 is all about harmony, balance, relationships, family, home life. This is about responsibility and being able to take responsibility for, your home life and balance your life out in a sense. So whenever I think of the number 6, I always think of it being like really dramatic, just because it's like a pendulum that swings back and forth, back and forth. That never really stops in the middle, even though the goal is for it to stop in the middle so that you have achieved optimal balance. And that means balancing the work life, balancing your home life. And it's also about bringing in your energy to help your community, help your family members, help your neighbor. If they need to take the trash out and they're older, you can help them with that. If your family is going to need you a little bit more, be there for them. If your friends are going to be there or need you more, be there for them. And this is just like the month where you kind of put them at the top of your priorities, just because in the past they may have not felt like you've been there as much as they wanted you to be there, or they may be in a space where they are just kind of needing a little bit more of your energy, and it's okay to give that to them, because this month energy supports that for you. So also just be aware that because it is also a universal 8 month, that again, those fears may start coming up around what you're trying to accomplish. 8 has a very independent energy when it comes to manifesting and attracting abundance. So with you being in a personal 6 month, you could feel like there's a need to retract a little bit, just because a lot of people may be asking for your attention. And I think, again, it's important to remember to do things out of love and not out of spite, or not out of feeling guilty or feeling like you have to do it for people. Just remember, like, you can always put yourself first, and you have to put yourself first and take care of yourself in order to help and take care of other people. I would say make sure that you keep your mindset positive. It can be very beneficial when it comes to relationship issues or struggles when it comes to different conflicts between people. You may see that happen a lot this month for you. Go out, have fun. You may have like your sense of romance where you may work, try to go see your partner or go on a date, or just putting more energy into your relationships. This is a month where you find true balance. You have to find true balance in your life when it comes to your career and when it comes to your home life. So redecorate your home a little bit, make it feel more like you. Just try to be in a space where you can not to put too much energy into your career and not put too much energy into your home where you just don't have enough for yourself. So, yeah, so we keep that in mind, and just remember to clear your schedule. Clear your schedule for whoever and whatever is necessary. And with that, you're going to see benefits between the shifting in your relationships, whether they grow stronger or whether they are struggling a bit. So, but this month will definitely call out those relationships. So remember to be in a space where you're being objective and you're not, picking a bunch of sides and not looking at things at the complete whole picture. Just start taking responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for the work that you put in your relationships, and then also just keep in mind, like, to maintain your health and balance out exactly what you're doing to maintain that health. Okay, so let's get into the intuitive messages for your month. And let's see for the collective, what messages do we have for those who are in a personal month number 6? Okay. Oh, wow. We had a few come out. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. It was a little bit more than the last one. So interesting enough, I am seeing the number 91, which is the surrender card. Surrender. This card comes out and it's literally just, it means what it says. You need to surrender to the divine. You need to surrender to what you, give up what you are expecting things to be like, and allow the divine energy to come in and the universe to work things the way it should. It is about, yourself. A lot of us tend to hold on to things that we don't need to hold on to. And when we surrender the outcomes to the universe and to the divine, we find ourselves in an even better position. Piggybacking off of that, more of a challenge is the 19. So we had number 91, which was surrender, and now we have number 19, which is pride. Okay, so we have the pride pride card that comes up, and obviously pride is what's getting in our way. So if you're in this month, just watch out for your pride. Start evaluating to see if it's more of, I'm just feeling like this, or I'm choosing to block myself because I cannot just deal with that. Nope, I cannot deal with it in the way that I do not see fit. And it's like, no, it's okay to surrender a lot. And I think it's interesting because 91 and 19, they're literally the same number switched. And it shows that it's our pride that's stopping us from surrendering to what the situation should be or how the outcome is. And in the mix of that, it's important to go and have a little bit more adventure. Number 55, that came up for you. And when you're, going through change and you're going through different things, like, go out, hang out with your friends, have an adventure with your family, go build a tent or something. Like, I don't know, just go and live your best life, and understand that that life is very short, and we don't have to actually be a certain way when it comes to our lives in general. Okay, like, we don't really have that much control over the external factors that happen to us. We just have control on how we handle that and what we manifest too as well, because we are literally a manifestation of our thoughts. So also what came out was just the number 37, which is time out. So while you're having fun and being with your friends and family members and building on your relationship and balancing out your career and doing more creative activities in the home, take some time out to rest. Okay, find creative ways to take time out. That means if you need to go for a walk, if you need to go and meditate, if you need to go and do things just for a little bit, just to, recoup and get your energy back together, then do that. Like, that's what's necessary for you. And then also, personal year number 1, I believe, had it, was the synchronicity card, and that's number 87. and it is about synchronicity. So you're going to start seeing things coming up, and as a manifestation of you surrendering and getting rid of that pride, having a little bit more fun with your family, engaging into your community, being more responsible for your actions, taking that time out, like, you're going to start seeing things line up for you. And that's exactly where you see synchronicities come in. And that's the energy of the universal month 8 coming in for you during this time. So I really hope that these messages help you along in your journey. Feel free to, make sure you like the video. If I see you a different time, thank you for watching, and we're moving on to the next one. Okay, so if you are a personal year number 4, your current month energy is number 7. Okay, so December 2021, you are in a personal 7 month. 7 is all about introspection, retreating, reflecting. Just think of like a bear going into hibernation. This is the time where you come back into your space, into yourself, and start looking at how you got to this point, reflecting on what you've learned, all of the lessons that you've come across just in the past few months. And this energy is a consolidation energy. So this is the time for you to rest. This is not the time for you to jump at opportunities, that every opportunity that, comes your way, or not even saying that. It's more not trying to rush to go and grab opportunities, because that's not the energy for you right now. Now, when it comes to the number 8 being December universal month, that doesn't mean opportunities will not come to you, but instead take your time, don't rush it, and just look a little deeper into that energy and see what feels good to you in general. With the 7 energy, you want to make sure that you take time to rest, retreat. Maybe you want to go and get a cabin, but not with your friends, but like maybe get a cabin, and feel, a little time for you to get into meditation and get into the mystical side of your life. This is the time to start tapping into your spiritual energy as well, because 7 is the number of teaching and learning and mystic arts as well. So keep in mind that this is a time where you don't actually have to rush to get into things. Now, as you are in a 4 personal year, this has probably been like a difficult year, just because you're in a space where you're thinking about your foundation. You're having to plant the seeds and get your ducks in a row. I mentioned for people who are in a personal 4 energy, which was personal year number 1, people who are in a personal 4 energy, like, that energy is about stability. And so that's what this year has been about for you. And so a lot of the habits that you may have had, or a lot of the things that you may have done on a regular, even your friendships may have changed. That energy has been with you the whole year. And the 7 month is for you to go back, take some time to rest, please rest, and reflect on that side of your life. Okay, so when it comes to your social life or anything of that sort, just make sure you're just staying calm, cool, collected. You're not gossiping with a bunch of people. You're just kind of really taking time for yourself. This is all about you right now. This is all about you and about your life, and about your ability to grow, learn the lessons that have come with you this whole year. So this is the time that you are really reflecting on the whole year that you've been going through a lot of different things. I feel for you, trust me. 7 energy, 4 energy, I get it. Like, I get it. So yeah, that is the numerology for your personal month number 7. And let's get into your intuitive messages. All right, so we have any messages for the collective of those who are in personal 7 months. What do we got? Uh-oh. Whoop. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, we are, let's see, the first thing that came up for you is the number 4, perseverance. Like I said, you have been in this is your energy right now. You are in a year 4 where you have to learn perseverance. You have to persevere through all the hardships and the struggles that you've probably been going through this year, to say the least. Okay, and because the universal energy 5, the universal year energy 5 is full of unexpected events and maybe unexpected expenses, you probably have been going through it with your finances, but you've been persevering. So that is a good card to have. It's just a reminder to make sure that you persevere through your hardships and make sure that you continue to keep pushing and never give up on that. Then we have the number 8, manifestation, as we are currently in a universal 8 month. Okay, so with this coming in the way that it did come, that is something that is going to hinder you or help you. So make sure that your mindset, I can't repeat it enough, your mindset is what's going to help you in your situation, your current situation at this point. So at this whole month, maybe it would be best for you to literally write down exactly what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you want to do, and what it is that it looks like. Visualize this and let your daydream fall, like, just let it go. Just let it go and see where it takes you. Daydream for once and see where it takes you. And that's where you want to go. So that's one thing. And then you also got the number 2 card, which is patience. That kind of lines up with exactly what I was saying around, not rushing into things and not trying to grab every opportunity that comes your way. It is not about who gets it first. Early bird gets the worm. Like, it's not about that for you right now. Right now, it's about you to take your time and rest and reflect and be patient on the goals and the accomplishments that you will be having and will be taking. So the opportunities that will be coming, it's okay. You don't have to worry about it. You just gotta let it be there, investigate it, take it in, soak it in. Like, you don't have to jump on it right at that moment. But you also got the number 93, happy ending. So overall, this is all going to work out for you. It's all going to work out for you. I feel like I really want to give y'all a hug because I can feel the energy around how hard it has been for you all. But you are coming out on top and you are going to be getting to a space of understanding and knowing that you went through this so that you can plant your seeds and grow your whole empire from this point forward. So that is your messages for the personal month number 7. I hope this helps. If you're leaving here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like, and we will be moving on to the next month. All right, so moving on to personal year number 5. If you are in a personal year number 5, then December 2021 is a personal month number 8. Okay, so here we are again with the number 8. Because you're in a personal year number 5 and personal month is number 8, you are just going to feel the bigger energy, like double the energy that the universe is feeling. So you have the same universal year and the same personal year, the same universal month and the same personal month. So that's what you're going through at this point. So everything I said in the very beginning of this video, you are going to be feeling double that in a sense. And because of that, I just want to add on to that a little bit. When you're in a personal month number 8, you want to make sure that you boss up. Like, there is no BS going on here. You can literally, you're going to have to start saying what you meaning what you say. Speak up. If you feel like you're carrying too much weight in your projects or in your life in general, like, tell people how you feel, but just don't get, catty. You know how you guys like to tussle. But no, I love the number 8 because I am a life path number 8, so I resonate with this energy big time. But it is something that you, this month, you want to just start taking charge of your life. This is the time. Just like that 4 energy, you want to start getting your ducks in a row, start aligning everything. This is a good time to check your finances, getting your projects together. And I say the difference is, like, the 8 has a independent wisdom energy. So you have the organizational structural aspect to the number 4, but add that to the number 8, and then add some independence, add some spiritual wisdom with that. So that's where the 8 comes in. And because of that, this is the time for you to boss up, get your life, get your things together, and at the same time be able to maintain balance and maintain your workload, because you could take on a lot more than you can handle, and I would advise against that. But the energy is there, so you're feeling it really heavy at this point. Be aware of your diet, be aware of exercise. If you're not someone who exercises a lot, just take some time to move around, get walking or stretching. Try to be aware of your diet, and just make sure that you are paying attention to the things that actually needs to get done, and your mindset. So this for you counts heavier. It has a heavier influence than other people, more so to say, because your mindset is literally what is going to manifest things. So you cannot be in a negative mindset, because that's what you're going to truly, truly manifest. You can attain your goals. Don't worry about it. It will happen. But this is the time where you're feeling like you got more energy to do so. This is the perfect time for you to start building out your programs and releasing your product and putting yourself out there, and making sure that you're checking for your website to make sure your financial part, like payment aspect, is completely ready to go. If you have any issues, like, pay attention to those details. Just do what you have to do to make your life ready, and go from there. Okay. All right. So let's get into your intuitive messages. All right. So we have any messages for the collective of those who are in a personal month number 8. Ooh, okay. We got those messages for the personal month number 8. Ooh, there we go. Personal month. There we go. Okay, people. Ooh. All right. Wow. Double numbers. We got some master numbers here. So the first one that's coming up, you also got 96, forgiveness card. So the forgiveness card, and here's an interesting thing, because the forgiveness card has been coming out a lot, which I know is one of the overall themes that are coming up. And that's also, we'll get into it later, but that 6 energy that's coming in, universal 6 energy that's coming in next year, that's going to be a theme for that too. But you're also in a space where you, like I said, you're going to have to start speaking up for things that you feel like you are holding on to. And it may be, so I'm getting more so that it is a lot of your own frustrations with yourself. There's this whole energy. I don't know what it is when it comes to other people, but you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself because of the goals and things that you wanted to do. But the thing is, you definitely have the power to do this month. Now, again, I'm also picking up that there's other people in your life that you have not forgiven. 8 is the number of karma, and it's the number of justice and balancing things out. So a lot of things are going to be starting to come up again this month that you may have experienced prior months before. And people may have done things to you that you just are feeling are very unforgivable. I'm getting that big time for us. So whoever's message this is for, like, this is for you. So, okay, there's a need for you to forgive. That's the only way you're going to truly be able to heal. And in order to do that, you must have number 99, compassion. Compassion came out because that's something that I feel like is what you're struggling with at this point. And compassion looks in different different ways. Compassion can look like just listening to someone. Like, you can have compassion for somebody by just simply listening. You can have compassion for somebody by understanding perspective. And I think in order for you to get around this hump of not being able to forgive, you must be able to give compassion. And think about it from your point of view and from their point of view. It is an energy that is really big time coming up. Now, given that, you also got the number 44, which is environment. Okay, this is what's going to help you. Okay, there's a need to shift your environment a bit, meaning go and spend some time outside. One, because 4 is about your foundation and being out in nature, but your environment includes your home life, your work life, clutter, cleanliness, everything, people in your space, people in your energy, in order to really get a good perspective on what it is that you truly need to work on for yourself and what karma is working through right now. Change up your environment. Change up your environment. Get somewhere that you can feel like you can think clearer and be at peace, in a sense, so that you can make those decisions for yourself. And then the last card is the number 66, which is healing. Healing, which means that's ultimately what you're doing. You're healing yourself. You're healing yourself. You're healing yourself. So I just found it very interesting that there was 3 9s, 3 6s, and 2 4s. These are double number here, triple number here. Okay, so pay attention to what is coming up for you. Like I said at the beginning, your fears are going to be coming up to your face. Your goals are going to be coming up to your face. And you're going to be tested on how you can adapt to these changes. Adapt to these unexpected events. Like whether it's finances, whether it's, your job, your career, everything is changing. You're going to have to adapt to it and figure out the best way to do it. And the number one way to get to that point of ultimate healing is truly forgiving and having compassion, changing up your environment. Like, that's what you have to do. So yeah, these are your messages, your intuitively lit messages. If you're leaving here, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this with a friend. And if you are going to listen to continue, I will talk to everyone else about the next personal month energy. All right, so moving on to personal year number 6. If you're in a personal year number 6, that means December 2021 is a personal month number 9. Okay, so 9 is all about the ending of the cycles. Okay, when we think of 9, that is literally the last year in the cycle, and this is a time for endings. This is a time for getting rid of things, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. So you could be ending a relationship that hasn't been working out for you so much. If you are in a relationship, or you do have relationships in your life that are holding you back and not really helping you move forward, this is a good time for you to just let it go. This is a good time to remove anything that's like clutter in your home, things that you just want to get rid of, clothes that you want to get rid of. This is just a good time to allow, yourself to rid your things of the things that no longer serve you. That includes habits, that includes people, that includes jobs. This is a good time for you to let that go. Now, I do want to say that, and with it being a 9 personal month and a 8 universal month, things are going to be very heightened. So you'll start seeing how the energy is just going to shift this month for you, and it's going to be a very high energy. Now, you're in a personal year number 6, so you probably have been going through a lot of things with your relationships and like trying to balance out your work life, your home life, and just trying to tend to those nurturing relationships in your life. So because you're in a personal month number 9 this month, as in December, it's not a selfish month to be in. And this is a very selfless number. Number 9 is about humanitarianism. This is about giving back to the community. This is about gathering people to, serve a bigger cause, or, doing charities and stuff. So like that 9 energy is about how you can help other people. So if someone comes up to you and they are asking you to go somewhere with them, like, take some time to just go with them. If people are coming up to you and asking about, certain issues, like it's okay to devote some of that time to them. And as you already may know, that the number 6 is that energy that you are going to have to be a little nurturing and selfless, and just allow people to have that energy to where they're not sucking it from you, because you're not getting energy sucked out of you. It's literally just, I want to give to the world, and this is a good energy for me to do that. It supports me in doing that. So, I think if you are looking into different projects or goals and things that you haven't accomplished yet, again, that 8 energy for the universal month is supporting you getting that done. But the 9 energy that you currently are in is supporting you in the letting go of what it is that you have not been able to do. Simply because it's not for you. Okay. So this is a year of just completely endings in your cycles. Ironically, it is the last month of the year, and ironically, you're in the last month of the 9-year cycle. So, or 9-month cycle. And this is the time for you to just go ahead and move forward and really work towards nurturing those relationships, nurturing yourself, nurturing the community, give back. Do what it is that you need to do. This is also, like I said, it's a time for showing compassion and giving back to the community. Because it is December, you're going to be finding a lot of people giving to toys for kids in Christmas, or going to shelters and feeding the homeless and doing things that are giving back to the community, and that was highly supported for you. So I would say use that energy to make the world a better place. Have compassion for others. Allow people to, feel the energy that you're going to give to them, and allow it to be something that is blessing their lives at the same time. This month is very, very, very supportive of that. So I would encourage to do that. All right. So now let's get into the intuitively lit messages. All right. So, collective energy message for personal month number 9. Personal month number 9. What messages for this month? Okay, got 2. Whoa, all right. Okay. These are additional messages here. Wow, there's a lot of 7s here. Okay, so the first card that came out was the number 37, time out. Another reading got this card. Actually, a lot of the same cards are coming up, but you may be feeling like you need to take some time out, and that is very much supported for you in your current space right now, because it is a 6th year, and there's been a lot of unexpected energy, and the year has been devoted to you you being dependable, and you being that person that your family and friends are going to, and just having all of this energy where you're trying to balance everything out. You may be feeling really tired just because you are in a space that you've been giving a lot, and this month is no exception, for sure. So take some time out. Now, what I'm noticing is that once I go through all these cards, there is a lot of 7s here, which means you are in that space right now where you're feeling the energy of 2022 coming in for you. And because you're in a personal year number 6, you're going into a personal year number 7. And the 7 is about taking time out. It is about, reflecting and, going in and resting and doing a lot of things that are going to be good for you. So this energy that I'm picking up on, I'm getting definitely that you have to start doing these and implementing these so that you can prepare for what's coming in 2022. The next card I got was the 87 card, Synchronicity. These same cards keep coming out for the energy with these people, but what I'm getting with this is that there may be a clash between the opportunities and synchronicities. Maybe you're not paying attention too much to the messages that are coming up, or to the signs that your guides in the universe are giving you, because you're in a space of just constantly giving. I do not want you to give to the point where you can't take care of yourself, because that's really important. But just know that this is also not a time. This is a time to start ending your cycles versus like beginning the new one. Okay, this is not an energy where you're just like, yep, let me start on a new project. Let me go ahead and do this. This is not like, it's not about me. It's about collective, and what I'm doing to contribute to that. So just don't miss out on the synchronicities that are happening, or the signs that are showing you which way to go and what direction to take and who to give your energy to. Okay. You also got the number 71, which is the health card. And when this comes up, and then also how it came up, it's really coming to me around your health, around balance. 6 is that energy of balance is necessary. And with the 8 universal month being a number of balance as well, it's balancing out in different ways. And so when you're not balanced, your health can be affected, and you start seeing some of these things coming up. So if you have been having health issues, take some time to work on your food and your intake, and how much sleep and rest you're getting, how much water you're drinking, how much time you're devoting to others, and balance that out with how much time you're devoting to yourself. 71 is literally, that this is a self type of thing, and this is your health, and whatever it is that you need to do to contribute to your better health and a healthier life, that's what you need to do. And then the last card, wow, like literally every card has the number 7 in it, because you're definitely feeling that energy of number 7. You're tired. So the last card was the number 57, which is the teaching and learning card. Okay. Teaching and learning. So this year alone, you definitely have gone through, a lot of different experiences, and have been able to, take those experiences and run with it. Okay. It's been either really good, or it's been really rough. So you're in a space where you can teach or you can learn. This is a good time if you want to open up a book, start reading a book, to learn something, or if you want to share your wisdom with other people, you have the ability to do that. I think looking at it on a collective sense, there is this I'm picking up on this energy around your ability to teach versus just staying with the learning. You're going into a year where you're going to be either teaching people, helping people, but on a way that is going to benefit you internally. And this is an introspection year, so that you're going into, okay? But this month is preparing you for that. So I'm seeing there's a lot of spiritual warfare, in a sense, where you're just like, I'm tired, I just want to take some time, and your spirit is calling you to do that. So definitely make sure that you are taking the rest that you need to take, and then continue to persevere and take care of your health. All right. So I know it can be a little contradicting when it's like, do for the world, and then these come up and say, do for yourself, because you need to take time to do it. But at the end of the day, these are all reflecting on the energy that you're in. So you do have this polarity of pulling and pushing and pulling, and you're also going to be given the opportunity to teach what you know and learn more in the process. So that's your intuitive messages for today and this month. I hope you enjoyed. If you're going to be continuing to listen, thank you for being here and listening. If you're leaving, thank you. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and share with your friends and comment. Thank you again, and we'll be moving on to the next one. All right, so moving on to personal year number 7. If you are in a personal year number 7, then that means that December 2021 is a personal month. Personal month number 1, okay? So number 1 is all about new beginnings, individuality, me, and taking a new approach to life. Okay, so this month you're going to see yourself being in a space where you're just like finally, I get to do more new things. I get to take on this new approach. I get to start my new project. It is a time for you to really put your foot into the door and make those new adjustments. Because you're in the year 7, this has probably been a year where you've been really reflective. You've been to yourself. You may have isolated yourself a little bit. And it's been a time where you may have been writing, you've been reading, you've been reflecting on what you've done this whole 7 years, and you just haven't felt like you've been able to really push forward on the actual goals and dreams that you may have been thinking about. But because you're in a personal month number 1, this is the time for you to start putting it out there. Like, this is the time where you want to be seen. You want to be, seen in a light where it's like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and I feel confident in doing that. Confidence, I always associate confidence with the number 1, just because it's like new things, new excitement, new ways, new paths, new way of thinking. Okay, and that's just new. This may be a time where you may feel like, I want to make a change in my appearance. I may want to cut my hair. I want to diet. I want to change my wardrobe. I want to have a different presentation. I want somebody to look at me in like a different light. And you're not going and settling for less. So it helps to know that you're going into this energy of newness and this energy of putting my foot down. I'm literally about to take full force, and that universal 8th month of December is encouraging you to do that. So what you think being number 1, like how you're thinking in that sense, like if you're seeing 111, that's because it's a reminder to literally think about what you're thinking about when you see it, because you may be manifesting positivity or negativity, and that's one thing you don't want to do, is manifest something that you don't want. So instead of focusing on what you don't want, focus on what you do want, and actually start putting effort and putting yourself out there. It is okay if you've been stuck on, I've been writing this book and it's done, but I don't want to put it out there just yet. Yeah, this energy is good for you, because you're going into an 8 year next year. And you're feeling the energy of that right now, and you're being supported to do it. So just keep in mind, like, keep a fresh approach to everything that you're doing, and then just take the step to do it. Take the first step. The number 1, take that first step. You are a trailblazer. You are going to be making new things happen, and no matter what your dreams and goals are, the 8 universal energy is supporting you, and the 1 personal energy is supporting you on this journey. So whatever it is that you were doing, if you were stuck on, hiding out on your gifts and your talents and your wisdom, it's a good time to go out there and put it out there for sure. It's a new chapter in your life, so enjoy it. This is the last month of the year, but this is kind of like the beginning of yours. So keep in mind that's what you want to do, and let's move it forward to the intuitive messages for the month. All right, so can we get collective energy and messages for the personal month number 1? Personal month number 1. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's get it. Woohoo! Exciting! Oh, wow. Literally, when I tell you, like, let me tell y'all something. This is very interesting. Okay. So, the first card that you got was the number 33, which is communication. When this card comes up, it's literally telling you, because 3 is the number of communication, but 3 is also a number of creativity as well, too, and how we express ourselves creatively. That's what this card is about. So you're in a space, maybe you need to express yourself. Maybe you do need to communicate your needs, communicate, what it is that you're putting out there, and allowing yourself to do it in a creative manner, whether you're writing a letter, whether you're writing a song, whether you're dancing and that's your way of communicating, whether you're verbally expressing this to people, this is the way that you want to go about it, because either way you want to communicate. I think you feel like, I think, you know, your throat chakra has been like, oh, I'm tired because I haven't been able to really express myself the way I want to. And I also feel like you really haven't felt like you had opportunities to do that this year. Like this year, and trust me, I understand, I've been through a 7 personal year, and that was not hard for me. That was actually the only time that I felt like I could not physically speak my emotions. Like I couldn't verbally express how I was feeling about things, and that was very difficult for me. So that's the similar energy that I'm getting with you all, is that you may be in a space that you haven't felt like you could express exactly how you feel or what you want to do, and now you're going to be able to get to that point where you can do that. Now, the next card that came up was 91, which is the surrender card. It came out, this is the third time it came out again. But this is your challenge here. Like, you're struggling with surrendering at this point. This is calling you to do so. And when I say surrender, I mean surrender to the divine. Surrender to exactly what it is that you truly need to allow. Like, you need to allow the universe to help you and meet you halfway, okay? You've been doing a lot of internal work and a lot of internal growth. And this means that you need to close out this mindset that it has to be a certain type of way, and allow the universe to help you bring in these, number one, new beginnings. Okay, so check out, like, y'all are getting some ones here. Okay, one, new beginning. These new beginnings that are coming up, this is your opportunity to go ahead and full force be the leader. This is number 81, leadership. Be the leader that you're meant to be, okay? Sometimes you got to take a seat back and let other people drive for a sec, but this ain't your time. This your time for you to drive yourself, because you done took all the beatings of the year, and now you're at a place that you can truly be an opportunist and come through with the opportunities and new beginnings and be a new person. Your new approach to life, you're coming out and blossoming simply because you've been in hibernation for a little bit. So leadership is come up as like the end result. At the end of the day, you're going to be the one driving your own car of your own destiny, and you are going to be the person to be that leader, and people are going to look at you in that sense. So start communicating your needs, start communicating who you are, take on that new approach, maybe change up some things when it comes to who you are, what you look like, and how you present yourself, and allow yourself to be the leader that you are meant to be. This 8 energy is supporting you. The 1 is supporting you. The 7 has guided you, and now you're ready to be the person you're meant to be. So I hope you enjoy these messages. If you're leaving here, thank you so much for listening. Just make sure you like the button in the video, and subscribe, share it, and thank you so much for tuning in. We're moving on to the next one. All right, so moving on to personal year number 8. If you're in a personal year number 8, then that means that December 2021 makes it a personal month number 2, okay? So the 2 energy is all about diplomacy, partnerships, intuition, patience. This is about working together. This is about cooperation. And that 2 energy is going to be very heavy for you this month in December. So you're in the 8 personal year, which means this has been a big time manifestation year. You may have started new projects. You may have released new things. You may have discovered new talents that you had, new things that you've been doing. You've been manifesting connections. You've been manifesting goals and accomplishments. You also may have been dealing with a lot of healing with karma and everything that's coming up for you. And with it being a universal month 8, with your personal month number 2, this is the time to truly focus and work on building those relationships that are going to literally plant the seeds and let them blossom and grow in the future. I'm telling you this because it's fire energy. So in this month, it is beneficial for you to practice patience. Practice it to the T. If you're someone who is very independent, very like, I'm gonna do me. This is who I am. I'm the independent warrior type person. Tone it down just a little bit, so that you can listen to what people have to say, because you will be surprised at what people have to say and how much it could benefit you if you just listen. I think that's the biggest theme here, is to listen, because a lot of 8 energy, again, 8 is boss energy. So when you're in your 8 personal year, and this is an 8 universal month, and you're in a 2 personal month, then you'll find yourself, wanting to have that boss energy as you have been this whole year. But it's a time for you to take time to listen and work with people. This is not the month for you to do anything by yourself. I know this whole year has been something where you've been like, I'm doing what I need to do. It's me. I got it. I'm working on this project, but you do not need to do it by yourself this month. Please do not do it by yourself this month, because you are honestly going to be missing out on a lot of blessings and opportunities to work with other people. Now, if someone doesn't agree with you per se, about a project or anything, don't try to overwrite them. Just hear them out and be receptive to those ideas. Be receptive to those people. Like, you may find yourself in a situation where you're a teacher and you have a student who could potentially be like a partner of yours. Like, you can work together, or there's a project that you wanted to do, but you may need other people to help you because they have different skills than you do, and those are the skills that are necessary. So this is all about diplomacy and not going it alone, and making sure that you're being patient and understanding and listening to other people. This is about cooperation. So also the 2 energy is very intuitive. It's very sensitive. So pay attention to how you may be coming off to other people when it comes to their feelings. I know some people are like, I don't care about feelings, but take time to care about the feelings, okay? Listen to your gut when your gut is trying to tell you something, when your intuition is trying to tell you something, and follow it at the same time. This is a time where you, again, do not need to go it alone. So use that energy to manifest the right things. And you never know, people really can help you out. And you'll be surprised at who can just come into your life at this time and then change it like that. So, let's get into your intuitive messages. All right. So let's see. Collective energy for the personal month number 2 for December 2021. Any messages? Let's look at the messages. Oh, okay. Let's take these 2. Oh, okay. There we go. There's that. All right. Okay. Interesting cards. So yes, the first card that came up for you is the number 85, which is follow your dreams. This card literally is radiating what energy you're in right now. You've taken that leap forward and started following your dreams. And if you haven't, I don't know what you've been doing this year, but you've been in this space where you've been taking on, like, I want to do this for myself. I want to follow my dreams. I'm not in that space anymore where I'm just, by myself reflecting on things. I'm trying to get out my head. I want to follow my dreams. So that card comes out, and I love that card because it's literally confirmation that you need to literally follow your dreams. This is like the go for it. One of the things that came out, one of the cards that came out was the number 74, which is nature. And I'm just getting that you haven't spent a lot of time in nature recently, and this is maybe a challenge for some people who are in areas that are getting cold right now, who are like in winter, because it's December. So that is a challenge at this point, but your clarity will come with going out in nature. I don't care if that means going out for a walk, It could be cold, but wear a coat or something. Just go out in nature and be with one, because I feel like with everything that's going on, you may have not had time to be still and be at peace and be with yourself and with Mother Earth. Okay, so take time to go out in nature. The next card that came out for you was the number 10, which is karmic completion. What I love about number 8, it is a number of karma. And it shows that you have been, like, this year has maybe brought up a bunch of things for yourself, and you've made that leap, taken that leap forward and completed a karmic contract, a lesson, or a relationship or a debt that you were in with someone else. It could be a relationship with a friend. It could be a relationship with a partner, a business, a friendship. Like, it can be literally anything. And whatever lesson it is that you learned this year, you don't have to learn it anymore. And that's going to show up for you this month. So you may have, especially with it being 8 energy, like there's a lot of 8 energy going on. And then also, just the people you're dealing with. And you may learn this month to actually start listening. And that's probably one of your karmic lessons, is to, like, be compassionate and listen to what other people have to say. So, and then the last card that came up for you was the number 61, which is self-love. And I think, honestly, overall, that's the goal at the end of the day, is to have that sense of self-love and being able to understand that your accomplishments, your ability to work with others isn't taken away from your own independence, and it's not taken away from your own love. And you can implement more self-love by extending compassion and understanding to other people. So, take this as it is. I really, like, these are good cards to have, and it's really good to see what energy is coming up for you. So remember, listen, say please, thank you, I appreciate you, acknowledge people for who they are, what they do, have that compassion, and just be in a space that you're willing to be open and kind to people. So this is a kind month, so be aware of that. So I hope you enjoy. If this is where you leave, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit the like button for this video, and I hope you have a wonderful December. Moving on to the next one. All right, so last but not least, we have personal year number 9. If you are personal year number 9, your personal month energy is a number 3. So December 2021 is a personal month energy number 3. Okay, so 3 is that number of communication, creativity, expressing yourself, and being overall very animated in your life, in a sense. This is the time to have fun. This is like when you're on social media a lot. Like, a lot of energy goes into how you present yourself, how you're coming off to other people, and your ability to sweet talk things. And it's not really about what you say, it's more of how you say it. So given that energy with the 8 energy of the universal month, you find yourself in a space where you're ready to have fun. This is December, it's the end of the month, and during your peak year of a personal year number 9. So this is the time where you're like, it's the end of the year, I'm ready to kick it, I'm ready to go have fun, let's go ahead and throw a party, let's do Christmas party, ugly sweater parties, let's go ahead and dive into, just the fun fast lane. And it's holiday season, so you're just like in really good energy to be very social. Now on the flip side of that, you could be talking a lot, okay? There's going to be a time where you're going to just make sure you just not overstep in the conversation or take over the conversation. Allow people to speak, allow people to talk. I feel like you may be feeling that energy where you're like, I've been doing that all last month, where I just was like not really saying too much, and I'm just kind of just listening to other people. And but you're in an energy where you want to talk more, and that's okay. So just allow yourself to be freely expressive and creatively expressive, but also allow people to talk to. And this month, this is the time to, just have more fun with your life. Say yes to having fun, but guard against being very caught up in the fun life where you're exhausted, because it will show, okay? And make sure that you are finding other creative ways to express yourself in this month. It doesn't have to be just talking. You can literally create video, you can do painting, you can write music, you can do a lot of different things. And I know you're probably feeling that one personal year coming in where that one energy is just like new. I have new energy. I have this. I have that. And you're at the end of your 9-year feeling like you want to be a new person, and this is who you are in general. So this is a time for communication in a creative way. There you go. You have it right there. So so take some time, do that, have fun, enjoy yourself. You have overcome so much in this year and in the past 9 years. This past 9-year cycle. So congratulations on ending this cycle of relationships and projects and just understanding life as you've grown and matured into the human being that you are today. So with that being said, let's get into the intuitively lit messages and see what else is going to come out for you. All right, so for the personal month number 3, what messages do you have for the collective? Sheesh, this is, whoa, okay, all right. I'm just gonna put these ones back, and let's try that again. I got one here. Do another one. One. There we go. Okay. All right. Again, first card that comes out, number 87, synchronicity. Okay. I don't know how many times I have to go through it, but this is a time, because it is an 8 universal month, there are going to be a lot of synchronicities coming up. You're going to start seeing the same numbers everywhere. You're going to start seeing the same messages that are coming up for you, whether you're dreaming it or it's a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences because they don't exist in my book. Everything happens for a reason. So synchronicities are just signs of you being on the right path or needed to get on the right path. So just pay attention to the messages, pay attention to the synchronicities or the quote-unquote coincidences, and that's the current energy that you're all in at this point. There is going to be a shift in your relationship. You do have a relationship change, number 56 here, that is pretty prevalent in 9 universal years, personal years, because there are a lot of changes in your relationships. They could be good changes where you may be taking your relationship to the next level, or it may be hindering, where you have to let that relationship go. It is a 9-year, by the way, just saying. But you are going to be in a space to communicate more on how you feel about things, because you're in that 3 personal month. Moving forward, what's going to really help you in this situation is having a spiritual partnership, number 27. So there may be people who are coming into your life that you may have a spiritual partnership with. This can be a teacher, this can be a student, this can be a coworker, a friend, a stranger, just your hairstylist. I don't know, someone who is going to come into your life where you can actually work on building a spiritual partnership. This spiritual partnership can look in many different ways. It can be a business, it can be a book club, it doesn't matter, but it can go in multiple different ways. So that would benefit you for sure, is to build on that spiritual partnership, whatever partnership it is, or it could be multiple, but whatever it is, build on it. develop it. Go there with it and express yourself as best way you possibly can. And then the last card you got was the number 2, which is patience. And obviously, we know what patience is. So with all the high energy that's going on, like you have 3, which is very high fun energy. You have your personal year number 9, which is all about ending cycles and doing things in humanitarian and community based, and moving forward on a larger scale, looking at the larger picture. Then you have the 8 energy of the universal month, which is all about manifesting, balancing, law of attraction, karma, justice, balancing the scales. Like, this is a lot of high energy. So it's really good for you to just take your time and really work towards seeing what's right for you and what's not. What's feeding you, what's starving you, what's a goal of yours, what's a fear of yours. Again, that fear is going to start coming up, and these may be showing up in your relationships or in your synchronicities that may be showing up from your guides. So keep that in mind. These are messages in general that you should be able to look forward to in this month. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, no, we're going to wrap it up. All right, so that is it for your December 2021 numerology forecast and intuitively lit messages. So thank you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Share this video with a friend. Share it with your family, whoever can benefit from it. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and if you're interested in a numerology reading or any reading of that sort, I do offer those on my website at www.queenswithlitdreams.com. I am looking forward to working with you all, and have a wonderful month. This is going to be amazing, and I hope you all take something from this. So enjoy, and thank you. Peace out.